Hey guys, this video is going to be on the full moon in Gemini. That's on December 15th. I don't know why I thought it was July. I think I just went back in time. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. I want to look at what it means for every rising sign and what it's all about. The full moon in Gemini on December 15th, 2024 peaks at 23 degrees Gemini. And that degree is the Aquarian degree. So it represents Saturn and Uranus, highlighting themes of communication, intellect, adaptability, and the exchange of ideas. Full moons represent culminations, revelations, and the need to find balance. With the Gemini-Sagittarius axis activated, this moon emphasizes the interplay between local and global perspectives, details versus the big picture, and logic versus belief systems. It's a powerful time for uncovering truths, gaining clarity on mental processes, and releasing outdated thought patterns or communication styles. And the Sabian symbol of 23 degrees, Sabian symbol description, I want to read. Give me a moment here. Pull up my other, I wrote here. Okay. 23 to 24 degrees. A mind that is able to hold its rational and non-rational aspect in equal dynamic balance is able to rise above conditioned, unconscious states of being. This is the necessary, integrated attitude of mind that supports true creativity. And then the Gemini 24 degrees, children skating on ice. This is a symbol of the persisting imminence of adventure and experience, and of the constant danger to self in failing to sustain or order the complex of things as they are. Implicit in the symbolism is the value of an established reality as a foundation for further refinement of personal capacity and skill. The satisfaction of a successful self-expression always must remain a dynamic impetus to further achievement, and so never become a static applum or a surrender to self as it stands. The creative mind is not frozen into uselessness by situations that appear impossibly restrictive to others. In fact, the awakened individual seeks challenges in order that they can rise to the occasion and develop further skills and maturity. That is descriptions there. I don't know if I mentioned already, but 23 degrees is the degree of Aquarius, because the degree theory is that it follows with degree 1 is Aries, degree 2 is Taurus, and then so on and so forth. And you just repeat. And so the 23rd degree is Aquarius. That represents Uranus and Saturn, combination of energy. So illuminating mental patterns. Expect heightened curiosity and a flood of ideas, but beware of overthinking or feeling scattered. Communication breakthroughs, important conversations, or revelations may surface, particularly in areas involving learning, teaching, or relationships with siblings or neighbors, because third house. Finding balance on the Gemini-Sagittarius axis. So it's between the broader meanings of things and details, facts, and bigger beliefs, like too much of the philosophical with more rational, grounded approach together. Adaptability and flexibility. This lunation encourages embracing change and adaptability, especially in how we communicate or absorb information. So, how is it going to affect each rising sign? We'll start with Aries. Aries, your third house is activated. Communication, learning, siblings, daily life, short trips. You may have significant realizations about your communication style, learning habits, or relationships with your siblings or neighbors. This is an excellent time to release negative thought patterns or habits that keep you stuck in repetitive cycles. Short trips or writing projects might reach completion or bring clarity. So I think it'd be a good time to do something with your siblings. I mean, why not? That is the house of siblings. Or maybe do something with your neighborhood. You have some holiday stuff going on with the neighborhood. It's a great time to use that full moon energy and embrace that and dive into that. Taurus rising, it's going to be in your second house of finances, values, and your self-worth. So financial matters, spending habits, questions of self-worth may come to the forefront. This full moon encourages letting go of the scarcity mindsets, embracing more adaptive approaches to managing your resources. Insights about your true values and priorities are likely. So perhaps the full moon is a good time for you to do some releasing of your negative beliefs that you might have with money, the way you feel about it. Budget, even though it doesn't sound very fun, it would go in line with the theme, right, for you. Or go to like a sound bath, or go to a place that makes you feel so good about yourself, because the second house is about self-worth as well. And so it would be good to do that, right? I think that'd be great. Gemini rising, it's going to be in your first house, your identity, your personal goals. The themes here is that it's a highly personal full moon for you, shedding light on your identity, your self-expression, and how others perceive you. It's a time to release any outdated ways of presenting yourself to the world and embrace a more authentic vision of yourself. So for you, you could do something that is self-healing too. Maybe the house of self, go get a massage. That would be good, because that makes you feel good about yourself. Maybe, or you can set a goal for this week right after the full moon, or even now. You can do it now. So you prep for it. Something that is involved in the first house. So first house themes evolve around the way you look, right? So maybe not too drastic, because this is just the full moon. It's not Pluto. You can do relaxing things, like go get a foot massage, a massage, like I was saying. Go to a spa. I'm trying to think of other ideas because I want to make it more, I want more variety for you, but those are the main ones I can really think of. So maybe choose from those, or anything else that makes you feel good, as long as it makes you feel good and it's something to pamper yourself too. Cancer rising, it's going to be in your 12th house of your subconscious, healing, and spirituality. So deep introspection and spiritual insights are likely during this full moon. It may reveal hidden fears, unconscious patterns, or past issues that need release. This is a powerful time for rest, healing, and letting go of emotional baggage. So for you, Cancer, I think what could be very beneficial for you is if maybe you can go get an astrology reading. Something that helps you to connect some things that are tied to the unseen. Maybe you can get with friends or family and talk about some of the family histories and open up about things that maybe haven't been shared before. Even a group meditation would be really good for this. But in Gemini, it wants you to express it. So actually, journaling would be very good as well. You're expressing yourself. Yeah, that could be good too. Something to help you let go or incorporate a practice or some um, new part of your routine. Leo rising, it's going to be in your 11th house of friendships, community, and aspirations. So your groups of friends, affiliations, long-term goals may come to a climax or a turning point because the 11th house involves long-term goals as well with the collective, with a group of people, projects. You might reevaluate your role within a community or release relationships that no longer align with your future vision. So, you have any friends that you feel like hasn't been helping you, that you feel has been that lacks the support and almost feels like the connection is gone? This could be a time to talk it out with them and find out where the path leads. A good time to establish that and find the answer to that. But it's also a good time to just get out and network, collaborate with people or meet new people. Actually, it's a good time you can actually meet new people to connect with that can you guys can come up with some awesome ideas and set goals that are beneficial for a bigger amount of people, for the collective, something that is of service. Virgo rising, it's going to be in your 10th house of career, reputation, public image, themes around professional matters, public image, long-term ambitions may reach a peak. You might gain recognition for your efforts or decide to let go of a career path or public role that no longer serves your purpose. Clarity about your next steps is likely to emerge. So around this time, Virgo, you could get some more clarity on a certain project that you've been working on. Something that's tied to the way others look at you, reputation wise, and how you want to go about that, releasing anything that you actually don't really, that you could afford to just let go of. Libra rising, your ninth house is activated. So higher education, travel, and philosophy. Themes, this full moon encourages you to release outdated beliefs or expand your perspectives through travel, study, or new experiences. A culmination in a legal, educational, or publishing matter may occur. Seek balance between logic and broader truths. Yeah, perhaps you can go on a little trip or go to the library. Read a book at the library as well, because sometimes you can get lost in a book and it feels like you're traveling. So that could be fun as well. Plus, it's the house of education, so that goes in line. Scorpio rising, it's going to be your 8th house of shared resources, transformation, and intimacy. So issues surrounding shared finances, debts, or intimate relationships may come to light. This is a time to let go of unhealthy power dynamics or fears around vulnerability. You may experience profound emotional or psychological breakthroughs. So for Scorpio rising, this could be a big time that they're able to release something for good and move forwards to break through whatever barrier that they've been feeling for a long time and to push towards a new chapter, a new beginning in their lives. So that's a good time. As far as activities to do, I'm not so sure. When it's 8th house related, I'm not really sure the perfect activities to do for that, but I would advise not to spend a whole lot of money because the 8th house is opposite the 2nd. So if you're spending too much or being reckless about money, probably not good because it's going to oppose your financial security. But it's up to you. Everyone's different. It's sometimes a full moon there can mean that you get money if you're gambling or something happens with that. So it just depends on your situation. Sagittarius rising, your 7th house is activated in partnerships and relationships. Themes, the focus is on one-on-one relationships, whether romantic, professional, or platonic. You may gain clarity about the dynamics of a partnership or decide to release a connection that no longer serves your growth. Balance between independence and collaboration is key. With that one, just assessing all the different relationships you have. Hopefully you don't have too many, but not judging, but still just going over all the people in your life and finding out which ones are bringing growth for you and which ones are keeping you stagnant or not giving you motivation. Which partnerships motivate you to want to be better? That's how you can really tell. What partnerships make you more motivated and have a desire to become better? And which ones keep you from becoming better? Capricorn rising, it's going to be in your 6th house of work, health, daily routines. Themes? Well, health and daily routines. So your work habits may come under scrutiny, possibly. You might realize the need to let go of any unhealthy habits or refine how you manage your time. Like focus on balance between productivity and rest to avoid burnout. You don't want to overwork yourself too much because then by doing that, you get the burnout feeling. That's definitely not fun. Not fun at all. So maybe going over like your routines to kind of see whether you're overdoing it in some areas. Aquarius rising, it's going to be in your 5th house of creativity, children, romance. So themes are creative projects, romance, and relationships. Matters involving children may reach a turning point. It's a great time to release self-doubt and embrace your individuality, your creativity. This lunation asks you to find joy and playfulness amidst the serious. So especially for you, Aquarius, it's going to be all about just go out, have fun, have a good time. Even if you feel kind of down, like force yourself to go out. It's good to just get out and keep yourself busy and practice being present, being mindful, not stuck in your thoughts that start to take you away from things. Like focus on being present and enjoying the time that you're in right now. Now and also then. Where's my lights go out? This happens every time. Pisces rising. We're almost done anyway, so it's fine. It's going to be in your 4th house. Home, family, emotional foundation. Themes. It's all about your family matters, your home life, your connection to family, How strong is the emotional foundation that you have? You may experience a breakthrough in understanding your roots or let go of old emotional baggage. A move or changes in your living situation are also possible. So maybe you're contemplating moving somewhere, to a different place, different neighborhood, your family. All right. And some things you can do, of course, journal, writing is always good. Communicate clearly. Now, this is a big thing, especially for those who don't like to communicate. I'm just going to give you some advice. During this Gemini full moon, it is encouraged for you to communicate and force yourself to communicate. If there's no communication that happens, it's going to make whatever situation you're in far worse. Mark my words, it will make it worse. And whatever it is, if it's really important to you, it's best that you communicate about it. If it is something that you're okay with, like releasing, letting go, then that says it right there. So things that are important to you, that you want to work out or that you want to establish, maintain, you need to establish the communication, because this full moon that's what it's about. It can help heal a lot of stuff. That's just my advice to everyone. Meditate or reflect, especially for mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, to counter your overthinking. So at the same time, you want to meditate. You don't want to overly, so that's the difference. Overthinking is you're keeping it all in your head and you're not saying anything about it. When you communicate, but also double check how you communicate, like be flexible with the conversations. We still have Mercury retrograde during that time. It will station direct afterwards, but it's important that you communicate. It's very bad when you just cut off all communication and you don't try to work things out and establish the clarity there. Focus on balance. Avoid being overly analytical or dogmatic. Strive to see both sides, where Gemini is the details, Sagittarius is the big picture. Release what no longer serves you, because that's what full moons are all about. They're ideal for letting go. Write down and burn habits, thoughts, and relationships you're ready to leave behind. It is the time to do so. Embracing curiosity and adaptability while releasing rigidity in thoughts or beliefs. Its energy is particularly potent for reflection, self-expression, and intellectual emotional clarity. There's a lot of big things coming up, guys. Lots of big changes in 2025. And I'll have to make another video about all those things, because we have the nodal shifts that are happening. We have Saturn and Neptune that's going to be going into Aries. That's a big deal. We have Venus retrograde in Aries and Pisces, like insane things going on. Uranus as well. Yeah, Jupiter and Uranus. Big changes. I hope you guys liked it.